Okay, I can close, done. Now, as usual, we will perform history matching, and you can see the current condition, the initial condition, totally doesn't match. Okay, totally doesn't match. Okay, here you can see the first pressure trend like this. It's quite straight, but it then stabilizes here. We are not sure what happened, right? We are not sure. By the way, if we assume no aquifer, the straight line will be shown by this blue line. So it still doesn't match with this trend line. Okay. So we need to separate the period. Okay. As reservoir engineer, as reservoir simulator, we need to analyze this. We need to assess this. We need to guess. Okay. And make hypothesis. The hypothesis that comes to mind is actually the phenomena here from this period to this period is different from the period here. Okay. And from here, from this period, the pressure here, we can guess maybe we have aquifer. Okay, that's the first analysis. Maybe we have aquifer. And maybe because of this pressure stabilization, we not only have aquifer, but we are connected with another reservoir. And the connection will be described by transmissibility. That's the idea. Okay, so I will have two things to do. The first one is to adjust my model with aquifer. That's the first one. And then the second one, I will create another reservoir and then connect the reservoir with this reservoir with transmissibility. Okay, for example, this reservoir has fault. Okay, and between or beside the fault, there is actually another zone, another reservoir zone. So I think maybe this reservoir is connected with that reservoir through the leaky fault. So the fault is leaky. It's not 100% sealing. Okay. So this reservoir block is connected with another reservoir block. Okay. Right after the fault. And we will represent the connection with transmissibility. Okay. So what we will do is to make this data inactive. Okay, make this data inactive like this one. I go to the first one. I will make this data inactive because they are influenced by the transmissibility. Okay, so if I click done and go to history matching, you will see they will turn to this off sign. Okay, we will not consider them in our aquifer matching. Okay, so I will just concentrate on this data first. Okay, and then I will create aquifer. I will analyze about the aquifer. And then, for example, I analyze the aquifer. Okay, analyze the condition of my aquifer, and I will input some properties here. Okay. Okay, so using Hertz van Everdingen modified method, assuming radial aquifer, I will input the properties. Reservoir thickness 100 feet, reservoir radius 2,500 feet, and let's say the outer inner radius ratio is 7. And after I analyze it, I know that the encroachment angle is 360 degrees with the aquifer permeability 130 millidarcies. Okay, and then click done. I will check the history matching. It's better actually, right? Here. So if I don't have aquifer, the pressure will be represented by the red line. Red line without aquifer influx. Okay, without aquifer influx. But if I use the aquifer, the data, the result will be shown by the blue line with aquifer influx, the blue color. Okay, and I will make the regression better. I think we will go to regression here. Okay,